Good day everybody, my name is Ricky Laideros and I am from Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges. For today, I'm going to introduce our created C++ program. This is the application of greedy algorithm in a real life. So the program is, the specific problem for the program is, for example, you are in a grocery store and this grocery store has this limited amount of money, and in order for you to give an exact change of money, you have to code and design a program for that. So the program is to determine the specific and choose the best denomination of money to give to the customer as the change. And then after that, the payroll or the total number of the denominations will also be shown in this program. So the overview for the codes, we all know that this include iOS stream is the standard, or we see this in every single program, because this iOS stream is the representation or important to function the CN, Cout, and others, and the using namespace std as well. And here, we declare and assign the denominations, which is a dimensional array for the different denominations of Philippine money. It is double because in these denominations, there are numbers containing with decimal point, and then the size of denominations is also assigned to the variable n. And then this double, we declare this as double the price, which is the payment of the customer. The price change is the price to pay for the customer, and the pay is equivalent to the change of the customer, and the temp is the payment. So for this, we use a for loop so that the program will work efficiently and give these denominations and count and choose the best denominations to give for the specific money that the customer um, pay paid. And this is also the front end of the program, which is to display the payment, the price, the different denominations, and the totality. So um, to show the overall function of this and how this works, so I'm gonna run this program. So upon running the program will ask the cashier to enter the cash basis, or the total pay, the cash that the customer given. So for example, he paid 2,000 pesos for his item pricing with a total price of 1,724.25. So in that, the program will display the payment, which is 2,000 pesos. The price is the total price or the net pay of the items or any necessities that he bought, and then the change for the transaction. And then, as you can see, the program will show the proper or right denominations to give the change to that customer. So in this, the program says that 1 piece for 200, for 50 pesos, for 20 pesos, 5 pesos, and 25 cents, that will be, and the total for that is 275.75. The total is 7. It doesn't mean that total is the total price of, of, of what he bought, but the total here is the total denominations of the money to be given to the customer. Since 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4, plus 3, it will be equivalent to 7. So 7 pieces of money will be given to that customer. This scenario is almost the same when you are withdrawing, or when you are depositing a money to VDO or any bank account. You have to fill the small paper in which you are, for example, you are depositing or saving your money, and then you have to fill up that your money to save is, for example, 4,000, and then you have to um, write the denominations. For example, you have a money in a different varieties or in a different values. For example, in that 5,000 peso savings, you have 500 in it, 1,000 in it, 200 or 100. You have to write how much pieces the denominations have. So that's actually the same with this program or algorithm. So testing another um, transaction, for example, the payment of the customer is, the money or the total price of the customer to be paid is 1,652, and then his payment is 1,700, which is the cash, and then the price to pay or the total price that the customer has to pay is 1,652.55, and then upon entering, as you can see, same with the first problem, you can see the payment or the cash payment of the customer given to the cashier, the total price to be paid, and the change. And as you can see, the program show the denominations that the cashier need to give to the customer. So 220 pesos and 220 pesos and 1 pieces of 5, 2 pieces of 1 peso, and 1 25 cents, and 2 pieces of 1 of 10 cents, which is a total of 8. It means the denominations of the money is equivalent to 8. Okay, all right. So testing another program, testing another transactions. For example, the customer need to pay 508, and the cash he given to the cashier is 520, and then the cashier will now determine the change by entering the total price of the money that the customer need to pay. So for this given example, for example, 508.15 pesos. So the total price that the customer need to pay is 508.15, but he gave 520 pesos. So upon entering, as you can see, the payment or the total cash given by the customer is 520, but he just need to pay 508, and then the cashier will give the customer this exact change with these denominations. Another example, for example, the payment is 100 pesos and the price to pay is 56.45. And then as you can see, same with the previous problems, the payment, the price to pay, the change, and its denominations are being shown in this program. Another would be the final example transaction is, for example, the payment of the customer is 200 and he needs to pay 175, and then upon entering, you can see that his payment is 200 pesos. The total price of the necessities he bought is 175 pesos, and I will receive 25 pesos as change, and then the denominations will be shown here that the cashier will be giving this exact amount of change to the customer. So that's all for this program. That's the one of the examples of greedy algorithm. This is very ideal algorithm for this specific problem, knowing that choosing the best among these denominations is being implemented. Thank you so much for watching.